What's up, savages? It's your boy Happy the Savage back for another video. And in this video, we're doing what if Deku was a ghoul. So let's go. If Deku is a ghoul, part 2. So if you haven't seen part 1, go watch part 1. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit that like button. And let's go. So in this video, Deku actually is going to decline one for all. He's going to decline that because he technically Deku just thinks he shouldn't have it because of his own quirk that forces him to eat people. Deku just doesn't want to have All Might's quirk. Deku just doesn't think he's worthy. So Deku tells All Might to give it to Bakugo, and All Might's like, okay. And All Might gives it to him. But All Might trains both of them because Deku actually asks his All Might to train both of them. So All Might trains both of them. And yeah, so for the 8 months, both of them actually tag team clean the beach. So they both clean the beach, and they both can use their quirks. And yeah, basically the whole point of that was for them to clean the beach, and now they were gonna fight. They were gonna fight each other for the whole rest of the time, and that's what they did. They fought each other, and that basically, Bakugo won. So they took them like 2 months to clean up the beach, right? So out of 6 months that were left, Bakugo only won like 25 times. And when you think about it, that's not even that much out of 8 months. That is not that much. So let's just keep going. And on the entrance exams, they get put into the same thing. All Might kind of make sure they do, because All Might just wants to see which one of them is better. In the same exact environment with the same exact enemies. He just wants to see which one of them is best. And they know that All Might probably has something behind us being in the same thing. So they automatically assume that. So they're ready to All Might must be seeing which one of us is stronger. And they both get ready, and Deku actually eats a finger to replenish his health, replenish him so that he's ready to go in. So he goes straight in, and he starts taking out robots. So does Bakugo, and these two combined take out both of them 50 robots in the first 10 minutes of the exam. I actually don't know how long the exam is. But in the first 10 minutes, they take out a bunch of robots. So yeah, that's basically what happens to those two. And then the 0 Point robot comes in, and both of them are about to run away until Deku hears a girl, and Deku's like, Bakugo, wait, don't you hear that? And he's like, hear what? And Deku says, shush, listen. And they hear her, and they can't see her, so Bakugo says, grab one, and blasts them in the air, and blasts them towards. And that's when Deku hops off. And Deku does his a super move he's been working on. Whereas he uses his tentacles, or not tentacles, he uses his the weapons on his back. I don't know what to call them. I know the name for them, which is Kagane, but I don't know how to, or Gune. So June, Kajun, Kayun. I don't know. But if y'all want me to call it whatever, then I can. But yeah, I'll just call it Kayun for now. So Deku uses Kayun, and um digs him into the ground and makes them blast him dead in the air. And that's when Deku spins around really fast and starts going forwards and just drams through the robot, drilling through its head, making it fall backwards and hitting the ground. And in this, remember, Deku's skin is super tough. So it's hard to hurt him because his skin is so tough. So Deku got like shocked and stuff by going through, but he came back on the other side and was perfectly fine because it's hard to hurt him. So yeah, Deku's basically Gucci. And yeah. So what happens next is they both go home. All Might says, "Good job, but you must train for this week." And they're like, "Yes, sir." And they go back to the beach, and All Might actually pulls up in a taxi, cause now All Might's starting to lose time. Back then, All Might didn't even use his quirk for the whole 8 months. Now he's actually starting to lose his ability, his strength. Now, so they basically train and fight and spar against All Might. 2v1. They win no rounds out of the 1 week. They win 0. They don't even come close. Bakugo is always taken out first and then Deku. Yeah, that's just how I like it. Because Deku would be stronger than Bakugo. So they basically, the time comes for them to go back to school, and they go back. And that's when the testing happens that Eraserhead does. And they go do that. And in every single test, it's Bakugo and Deku right there next to each other. Right there. They're always right next to each other. Bakugo wins one, then Deku wins one. Then Bakugo wins one, then Deku wins one. So Bakugo wins the first one with the speed. Deku wins the second one with the jump. Then Kanchan beats Deku with the strength. Then when the ball throw comes, Deku completely wipes Bakugo out. Deku throws that ball so far because he takes his Kenkai, or not Kenkai. He takes his Kyugen. I don't know. Kyugen. That's what I'm gonna call it. Kyugen. And he makes him go as far back as they can and slings the ball forward. The ball goes flying. The ball disintegrates because it's moving that fast. I don't know why I just did that thing with incinerate. And I put emphasis on the S and dragged it out. My bad. But the ball disintegrates. So he comes automatically second because he's the only person that made the ball disintegrate. And when the villains stuff happens, Deku tells Uraraka to follow him. They go up and they do exactly what they did in the enemy until they start fighting. And this is when Deku says, Uraraka, stay behind the corner, and Deku goes behind the front. And Bakugo attacks him. And Deku basically told Uraraka, if Bakugo attacks us and doesn't see you, float to the ceiling and go look for Ida. And that's what she does, and she goes to look for Ida. And Bakugo and Kanchan are fighting, and basically, oh my god, they're the same person. Bakugo and Deku are fighting, and Deku's actually beating Bakugo, and then Bakugo gets mad. And this is when Bakugo starts letting off these huge explosions out of his gauntlets. And he's boom, boom. And Deku's never seen these explosions. So Deku's like, hope I can take it. Boom, and takes one. Boom, takes another. Boom, takes a third. Boom, takes a fourth. So this actually makes Bakugo madder. And Bakugo's like, die, bastard. And lets both of them off. starts and then basically explodes Deku, and then sends Deku flying. And then Bakugo takes that chance to punch Deku dead in the face and explode his fist. So he calls it that explosion fist, where he punches you and explodes his fist, so it sends you flying. And that's what he perfected over the 9 months. So yeah. And basically they fight until they get into that same little room. And that's when Deku's like, I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. And Kanchan lets off an explosion. And Deku says, bye. And puts his things together, jumps, and let the explosion blast him up from the push on the sides. Because when something explodes forwards, it lets off little explosions that are so super strong on the sides around it. So that's what Deku uses to launch himself soup up really fast. And he drills through and grabs the bomb and says, I got it. While Uraraka was basically distracting Ida. So, they win. But that's going to be the end of this video, y'all. And I hope y'all liked it. And part 3 to this actually is going to come out tomorrow, because I know so many of you really like this series. So I'm just going to make part 3 of it for y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow might be a 2 video, because I might release 2 videos tomorrow. And yeah, I will see all of y'all in the next video. Peace.